From the heart of the city, straight to your radio. Honest, intimate, real. This is where love gets real and real gets deep. It's not just talk, it's the Love Talk Show. Are you ready? Then let's dive in right now.
A very good evening to all of you. The Love Talk Show is on air. Every single day we are coming here with different topics, talking about love life and common problems, difficulties, and sometimes even what we can apply to change a situation or to see the situation from a different perspective. I've been married for 28 years and next to me I have Andrea, my wife.
Hello everyone. Always a pleasure being here with you. I hope you're doing well. You had a blessed day and we are here to keep you company and to talk about love matters, but from a totally different perspective. If it's the first time that you tune to in Liberty Radio, so we are talking about love. This is the Love Talk Show, but you are going to listen to things that you've never heard before. Stay tuned.
And today we are going to talk about the big proposal. You know, the wedding, the marriage proposal that many times some are waiting anxiously to receive it, to have it. We are going to talk what the layers of meaning are. We are going to talk about if it is necessary, and if it's necessary, where is the line between a thoughtful proposal and something that is going beyond the boundary, over the top performance. I would like to see what your opinion is. If you are listening to us through DBS, you cannot do it, but through our app, you can comment and you can share with us what your thoughts concerning to the big proposal are. So if you had already a big proposal, if you were disappointed with the proposal, if something happened related to a proposal and you'd like to share with us, you can go online, libertyradio.co.uk, or you can download our app if you want, and then you can share with us your thoughts. If you are connected with us through DBS, keep it yourself with us because we are going to talk about the big proposal. Pay attention to this report and we are coming back.
Today we're talking about the big proposal. In the age of social media, proposals have become public spectacle, a competition of grand gestures, flash mobs, and private jets. The pressure is immense. If the proposal isn't huge, if the ring isn't massive, does he even really love me? This focus on performance rather than partnership can be damaging, revealing a mindset that values appearance over substance. The desire for a romantic proposal is natural, but when that desire turns into a demand for extravagance, we're heading into dangerous territory. We've all heard the cringe-worthy stories online. The women who rejected her boyfriend's proposal because the diamond on her finger was too small. The man who proposed in a McDonald's only to be turned down on the spot because the location didn't feel special enough. These anecdotes, while potentially extreme, highlight a disturbing trend, a focus on the spectacle, the expense, and the social media-worthy moment, rather than the person making the proposal or the lifetime commitment being offered. The intention behind the big proposal is a crucial question. Is it an act of love or a desire to make a beautiful memory for two people? Or is it a performance for an audience on Instagram? A way to show off status and create a viral moment. When a person is overly invested in the size of the gesture, they often fail to focus on what truly matters. A beautiful proposal is a wonderful thing, but is it just one moment in the lifetime of marriage? It doesn't guarantee a happy or lasting relationship. A person can have the most expensive ring and the most public, show-stopping proposal and still end up divorced a year later because the foundation was never there. True love isn't about grand gestures. It's about the small, consistent acts that occur every day. When the focus is too much on feelings, the rush of excitement from the big surprise instead of the complex reality of commitment, we are closing our eyes to the long-term work that a marriage requires. So where do we draw the line between a thoughtful proposal and an over-the-top performance? Is the pressure for a big proposal coming from within the relationship or from social media? And are people who demand grand gestures focusing on the right things in a partnership? We'll be right back with more Love Talk.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Well, very often a marriage proposal is seen as a significant moment that can reshape a couple's relationship. It's seen as a way of affirming the relationship. It has been seen as a way of publicly show to everyone that this person is the one I want, is the one that I want to live for the rest of my life. Some they do believe that a marriage can strengthen emotional bonds, make it clear what the intentions of one is. It can reveal also if the commitment is serious or not. And we are here talking if all of this is true or not. If if for real it's necessary the big proposal or not. Is it a symbol of commitment? Is a question that we are asking here. Is it a way to strengthen intimacy or the bond between this couple? It is a planning for future or a bigger responsibility. The big proposal, as seen also as for some as something that can be even false, fake, or just to show off, to show to others a big ring, as the report was saying, a big jet, or something like this, Andrea.
I was even thinking that before, in not ancient times, please, because we are not from the dinosaur era, but people were more worried, more concerned in getting to know the parents, and the proposal was made there. Maybe at a family dinner table, asking the father for permission to propose, or proposing at that moment and asking the father permission to get to know the daughter better, or to get engaged. And that was the big proposal, and it was something private. It was something only for the family. But we know that with the advent of social media, people like to show off.
Yeah,
and
but
this is not a critic.
No. Ancient roots, you were talking, and I was researching about it. Ancient roots says that in ancient Rome and Greece, marriages were often arranged by families rather than chosen by the couple. What we now call a proposal was more a family agreement or contract. This is what happened a long time ago. Then in the Middle Ages, Andrea, knights and noblemen began to offering symbolic gifts to show their intent to marry. So what we call today the romantic love started to influence the idea of marriage. And this is where personal gestures were coming up. And then obviously some centuries after, men began making elaborate gestures to win favor, and proposals became more formal. So this is when came engagement rings, and they gained popularity, with the first recorded diamond engagement ring given in, do you know when?
I don't know when.
1477
Okay, that was a long time ago.
in Austria. And yes, nowadays proposals are usually personal and romantic gestures, but we are here asking if it is necessary. If it is necessary, where are the boundaries? Are there boundaries? We want to talk about this.
And we do have people's opinions, I believe, Peter. We went to the streets and our reporter was asking people what are their opinion, what's their opinion in regards to big proposals. Are they really needed?
Well, let's listen to them.
Straight from the people, straight to you. The word on the street.
Have you ever felt pressure to find the one? Where did that come from?
I think I never found pressure because actually I found my loved one when I was quite young, and I've been married for 30 years. Yeah, almost 30 years. Next year will be 30 years. And I believe people, they are finding the pressure because I think nowadays people, they don't believe in love anymore. And I think that's the main reason. That's why everybody's in a rush. No, I need to find my loved one. But I don't feel that. For me, it's more like being loyal, being like friendly, because my husband is my best friend. And I think it's more like someone you can count on no matter what. Yeah, that's all really important to me, because and there's people looking for perfection. I don't believe in perfection. Actually, I like the imperfection, because like there is a way to fix and there is a way to know each other, because if there was perfection, there was nothing to be fixed. And I don't think it's I like that. I like the idea of imperfection.
No, I don't think I've ever felt pressure to find the one. I think it's a bit of an outdated concept now. And I think that you find the person after often lots of attempts. I think not having the idea of the one has actually made me a bit more relaxed, because you don't feel pressure to find the one. And it means you can just enjoy yourself with the 2s and the 3s and the 4s and the 5s. I think that in today's world, I think it's very, very hard to keep things strong and long, but your best bet is to make each other smile.
No. I have not felt pressure to find the one. I was preoccupied with with other more important aspects of life. So I wasn't concerned about the one. I think I am the one. I'm fine. I'm very privileged. I've got a lovely family, and and I have myself every day. And if people's idea of finding the one makes them happy, then they should seek the one for them. I value a gentleman. That's number 1. And number 10, number 100, number 1,000. That's what's important. A complete gentleman. I'm a traditionalist, so I believe in blue jobs and pink jobs. I think a man has a role and a woman has a role. And if everybody does their job, both individuals in the relationship should be happy. I am terrible at DIY. I am not going to fix a car. But, on the same note, I don't think that my husband would be breastfeeding my child. So, everybody's got a job. So if the gentleman does his role and the lady does her role, they both should be fantastic.
Yes, I guess so, when I was younger. So we've been together for nearly 28 years, and we met when I was in my 30s and had been married previously. So he's my rock and my soulmate, and somebody I can talk to about anything. And we talk to each other. We talk to each other a lot. We're good at communicating. I've fallen in love several times, and this was, it just felt, I had a very, very strong feelings from the start. But of course, you don't really know until you start seeing somebody, do you? Whether it's going to work out. So for both of us, we were both, not young. We hadn't met at uni or anything like that. So, we kind of felt our way into it, but we were positive about it, I think, from the start, yeah. I think you have to find time for each other, try not to take each other for granted, and communicate, always communicate. And even when it's difficult things to communicate, but it's still important to be able to talk about things which are difficult, which you're going to come across in a relationship.
I think all pressure is self-inflicted. So there's no pressure. It's what you put on yourself. But to be honest, in terms of finding love, the best relationship you can have is with yourself. Me, myself, and I. Those three things, the Holy Trinity, me, myself, and I. So once you figure those three components out, everything will come naturally. I just think people come into your life for different reasons, to learn different lessons. It all depends on your values. If your values align, then maybe we can be friends or whatever. Let nature do its thing. But I think at the forefront of your life is your values.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
And when we see, as we heard in the report, that a person did not accept the proposal because the ring was not big enough, or because it was the proposal happened in a simple restaurant. And today, Andrea, because of this idea, I found out that if you want to propose someone in the space, you can do it. You can do it with the background of the moon. You have the moon as background, you have the planet as your background, and you can do it, obviously, for a huge amount of money, but it's that possible. Well, but what we are talking here is about the big proposal, if it's necessary, and where are the boundaries. We've seen many couples, the love therapy is teaching this to us. Many couples, when they start dating and they start organizing or preparing themselves to live together, and they decided to get married, we've seen a huge preparation for everything, including the big proposal. There is a huge investment in some couples, and here we have many things that are on the table. We have the intentions of the person, but we also have what the cultural side is saying about this. We have sometimes the social recognition, because people, they want to affirm themselves before others, and they want everyone to see how great the big proposal was. Sometimes we can see, and some they do believe the big proposal is as a validation of the relationship, because it's necessary. But what we see, Andrea, is too much investment, and it's not wrong, the big proposal. It's not wrong when a person is dating for a couple of months or years, it doesn't matter, and they want to propose. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong in preparing a romantic scenario according to their conditions, to prepare a romantic scenario, to propose, to offer this to the other person. Nothing wrong with it, and that's not wrong at all. But what we've seen so many times is so much effort in getting a huge day, including the big proposal. Where is it going to be? What is going to be posted on social media? Who is coming? Who is attending? Where is going to be? How beautiful is going to be? how much we are going to spend. Is it better than the other place? Is it better than what we've seen before? And the huge effort is being put into this, but they forget sometimes that after this, after the big proposal and after the person saying yes, and after then comes the marriage, there's a lifetime that they need to live together, and they have to strengthen each other every single day.
A proposal often symbolizes emotional readiness. It's when when the couple says we are ready for the next step. So it's something that involves both of them. But sometimes what we see nowadays, again because of the advent of social media, they want to make it official in front of everyone, not only family members, not only friends, but in front of the whole world. Like, if we do it this way, it means this is the right way. It means that we are ready to move on.
And it has to be big.
And it has to be big. It has to be huge. Otherwise, there's no point of doing that. And
something that everyone has to talk about.
Has to talk about, like a movie, like something like major, like a whole drama. But the thing is, it's not about people being ready, like outside people. It's about us being ready. And sometimes the couple is actually ready, but they want to wait to give the next step because they don't have the conditions. They don't gather the means, the way to make something big. And because of that, they delay it. And sometimes they delay this proposal that, of course, as a consequence, delays the marriage or the wedding day, just because of that. And it ends up not being about the couple anymore. It ends up being about the people that surround the couple, about the world and what the world says. Because it's not, we were talking about in the beginning, like something intimate or something family wise. So it's not like that anymore. It's not in regards to family anymore, or only family. And sometimes you want to know something, Peter? Family is the last one to know. Sometimes family knows about the engagement through social media. You see how values sometimes are upside down. And this is not a critic. Of course, it's not a critic. But we have to understand, why do I want to engage or to get engaged with this person? Do I want to share my future with this person? Do I really love this person? And am I willing to sacrifice for the person? Or am I involved with so many other things that I get lost, like we say, get lost in translation, and want to do this big party and forgetting the root?
Does it mean that if a person doesn't have a big diamond, this person won't succeed in marriage? Does it mean if there is no private jet that you won't succeed in your marriage? How many couples they had it and they are happily married today, and how many couples had it and they end up divorced, or they end up not even getting married? Do you understand me? How many couples they did not have it, and today they are together, they are happily married, and maybe today they have the financial means they did not have 20 years ago, 40 years ago, because they were fighting together. The big proposal is not meant for the others, for external people. It's for you and for your partner. And honestly speaking, Andrea, if we are dating for a period of time, we start knowing what each other's intentions are. We are already talking and we are already sharing plans of what we want to do for the future. When we get married, and we spoke about this, you were not surprised when I spoke about this, and I wasn't surprised when you told me yes, because if that moment when I asked you said no, I would be surprised. But But it wasn't the case, because when you are dating and you are fully there, you are committed, you are sharing these intentions. So the big proposal, it's not a surprise. It's something that you already know what is going to happen.
It comes naturally, and it was not because of the diamond or the ring.
No, if it was because of the diamond, I wasn't
wouldn't
married
be here.
today.
We wouldn't be here today.
I wasn't married at all. Huh?
Not because of the dowry, because we do have those situations. Everything is involved, culturally, everything is involved. But that was not the case. And do you remember something? When I was listening to the report, and they were talking about the proposal that was done, that was made in McDonald's, and we don't want to advertise anything. Do you remember the first restaurant that you took me to?
Yeah, I remember, but not advertising here.
Not advertising it. It was Pizza Hut, but not advertising. And it was really nice. I don't even remember what I ate, because you know what?
Pizza.
Pizza. No, we have more things at Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
So we do have, but okay. But the thing is, like Peter was mentioning, it came naturally. So we started talking, and then naturally we started dating. And then when time came, when we got to know each other better, families, and everything was walking towards a lifetime commitment, because that was what happened. It was just natural that, okay, let's schedule our wedding date, and I want to live with you for the rest of my life. I don't even remember if you proposed, but you know what? It was not important. And some people are listening to us right now. What? What do you mean? But we got to know each other. It was something new for us. We were not living together before we got married. So everything became so natural that things, they naturally follow this rhythm, and you're just expecting, okay, this is the next move. So we are ready for the next move. Let's just give it next step. And it doesn't mean that is wrong. Again, the proposal, if you are preparing something special, a dinner, or with friends, or with family, that's great. Take advantage and propose in front of the father.
And if financially a person has the means to offer something better,
if you have it, why not? But don't go over the top and put this in first place. Don't prioritize the situation instead of what you have with that person.
The expectation shouldn't be what people are going to comment on social media. The expectation should not be what others are going to be talking about this big proposal. The expectation should not be how people will be jealous of the size of my ring, or it has to be better than A, B, or C. The expectation needs to be, well, she's going to say yes, or he's going to say yes. Usually is the man proposing. But is the yes and the commitment that you are making on that moment a serious commitment that you will have with this future spouse, where you are going to build a life together. Okay? Well, let's now listen to this song, and then we are coming back with the Dear Love Talk Show.
Storm on the horizon, oh, let the wind blow. There is thunder in the heavens, oh, let the wind blow. Let the rain fall down from the sky above. Let the tempest roar till it's had enough. I'm trusting in the Lord of love. Let the wind blow. There is lightning in the distance. Oh, let the storm on the horizon. Oh, let the wind blow. There is thunder in the heaven. Oh, let the wind blow. Let its mighty fury be unleashed. Let the doubters fall upon their knees. I'm trusting in the Prince of Peace. Let the wind blow. Let the wind blow. Blow as hard as it can. Let the wind blow upon the solid rock of God I stand. Oh, let the wind blow. Let its mighty fury be unleashed. Let the doubters fall upon their knees. I'm trusting in the Prince of Peace. Let the wind blow. Let the wind blow. Blow as hard as it can. Let the wind blow upon the solid rock of God I stand. Let the wind blow. Wind blow. Let the rain fall down from the sky. Let the tempest roar till it's ending. Let the wind blow. Let the wind blow. Let the rain fall down from the sky above. Let the tempest roar till it's ending. I am trusting in the Lord of love. Let the wind
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio. Real stories, real dilemmas, real solutions. Only on the Dear Love Talk Show.
What are some practical things I can do to prepare to be a wife?
The Dear Love Talk Show segment has these questions that you can send to us through email. You can email us to love@uckg.org. If you want, you can do it, and we are more than pleased to answer you here in Liberty Radio. What are some practical things I can do to prepare to be a wife? She says.
Well,
What?
you're looking at me, so I will reply. I will answer this question.
Well, you are the
because
wife.
Officially, yeah. Obviously, I am the wife. So I was thinking that I had a preparation beforehand and before I got married, because I was the one that was helping in my household, because my mother, she was not around, and she was not around since an early age. I was only 13, so I was looking after my house. I was helping my father with my brother that was 4 years younger than me. So I started to cook in a very early age and to do things around the house. So I knew, like in practicality, I knew how to do things. Not everything, unfortunately, but I've learned once I got married, because I used to prepare at home. But we didn't have internet, for example. Nowadays, it's very easy. You just you start writing down an ingredient list or just one of the ingredients, and you write down prepare a meal, and everything comes up in the internet. So it's very helpful. I was carrying my recipe book, and that would help me a lot.
Are you that old?
I'm a little bit old, not that old, thank you. But what can you do to prepare to be a wife? For example, I was talking about my own experience, but you can look to yourself. For example, if you are very independent, you have been working a lot since a very early age, and you still live with your parents, and you didn't have time to learn how to cook, you can take advantage. Of course, if you still have a mother or someone that you can look up to or a reference, but you can also, for example, get to know your mother-in-law. That's very interesting because the person that used to cook for your future husband or that is still cooking for your future husband can give you very important tips, or the person that your husband live with, or even ask him, or what would you prefer me to cook for you, or the way that he likes his laundry to be done. Oh, but you are telling me about these practical things like household things. Of course, if you want to get ready to become a wife, what do you think? Of course, your husband will help you. The person that you will get married with will help you. The most important thing is for you to be open to learn. It's not, I haven't learned to do this, so I won't do it. You have to do it yourself. So wife and husband, we serve each other because we love each other, so we sacrifice for each other. It's a team. It's a team effort at the end of the day.
And also, Andrea, I think it's important for this person to understand when they get married and she's going to become a wife, she's going to share her life with someone. As single, you have no justifications to give to anyone. You don't need to say anything to anyone.
Yes.
You do whatever you want, the way you want, because it's your life, and the only person, having the benefits or facing the consequences of your own actions is yourself. The moment you get married, you are not one. You will be two, but in a form of one. So what one does, both are going to reap the fruits of it, or both are going to face the consequences. So something that you have to prepare yourself with also is the fact that you will not be by yourself only. You will have a partner, you have a spouse, and you will have this person to take care of you, to help you, but also to show what your blind spots are, where you need to improve, and walking side by side in order to take good decisions together and to build something beautiful. Well, if you have a question, you can send us to love@uckg.org.
Sun comes up, moon goes down, heaven shines all around. It fills my heart and moves my soul, because loving him is better than gold. In his arms, dreams come true, and in his eyes, the world is new. Diamonds gleam, and yes, silver glows, but loving him is better than gold. He came my way when hope was gone. I never knew I could love so strong. I walked some lonely roads before, but now I'll serve
I grew up in Nigeria. I came to the UK when I was about 10 years old. I came with my mum. My dad decided to stay in Nigeria. I grew up with my mum. As I was growing up is when I really started to see there was tension between them, and their marriage wasn't great. When they're speaking on the phone, you can tell there's something not quite right. And sometimes my dad would come here and visit. It wasn't a great visit, never enjoyed it really. But that was how I would describe their relationship. So growing up, I was bullied. I was also introduced to girls at a young age, and we just did inappropriate things. As time went by, I was eventually evangelized and invited to come to the Universal Church. And that's when things got really interesting in a bad way. So when I came, everything was fine. I got along with people. Everyone was really, really welcoming. But the way I would describe when I came to the church was I was very confused. So I didn't really know what I wanted. I didn't really know who I was. And then that's what led to me going deeper into what was wrong. So I went deeper into girls. I became a lot more sexual. I spent a lot of time with people that were involved in gangs because I liked identity. Because my dad wasn't around, where I got my validation and where I got my example was from outside the house, right? It wasn't really my mom, because my mom was working 3 jobs at a time. So a lot of the times I was at home alone. Time was just going by in the church. I was in the church, I was coming, listening to the messages, coming to the services, but nothing was really clicking. When I started college, that's when I got into my first relationship. I ended the relationship because I came to the realization that this wasn't what God wanted because of the messages that I was hearing in the services, etc. So I ended the relationship, but it didn't mean that I truly changed. Not because I wanted God, but because I wanted to be accepted. I had these moments while I was in the church where I was serious, but deep down I wasn't really serious. I want to show people that I'm changing, but deep down when I'm alone, I was still engaging in things that were wrong. It reached a point that I just realized my name wasn't a good name. In the bigger context of things, I was someone that I was ambitious. I wanted to serve God more. I wanted to do more. However, how could I do that with this reputation of being someone that didn't know how to, didn't have self-control around women, or had issues with girls, wanted to flirt with girls, wanted to sleep with girls, etc. And I wanted a future for myself. I wanted to get married. How could I be with a woman of God if my name was like this, right? It was, in my head, I just thought it would be very hard. I became someone that it would be hard to trust me. This way of living is not going to get me anywhere. It's not going to get me very, very far in my life, and it's definitely not going to help me to achieve what I wanted to achieve. So that was when the penny dropped for me. I wouldn't say there was a particular person that inspired me. I think I just wanted better for myself. I wanted to follow God. That's what I really wanted deep down inside of me. I just had to figure out how. So I had to go for my deliverance, get baptized in water. I just really had to disconnect from the world, disconnect from everything that was like noise, and just really try to connect with God and be alone with God. And that was my process of, converting and being born of God and receiving the Holy Spirit, essentially. So I knew I had the Holy Spirit because for me, it was the peace for me. It was the peace that I had in that moment, knowing how imperfect I was, knowing my shortcomings, knowing my weaknesses. From someone that lacked identity and sought validation and sought love from all kinds of places, was someone that I know who I am and I need validation from absolutely nobody. So I'm very, very sure of who I am. I understand my values. I understand my principles. I understand my boundaries. Today, with the Holy Spirit, I have a blessed marriage. I relatively successful in what I do, and I'm just doing a lot of different things in regards to helping other people, especially back home, especially younger kids. I have a daughter now. My life is happy. I'm happy. I'm stable. I would attribute that to the Holy Spirit. I wouldn't be married without the Holy Spirit, quite clearly. I wouldn't be a good husband without the Holy Spirit, because a lot of challenges you face in marriage, very difficult challenges. If it wasn't for the Holy Spirit, I wouldn't be here today.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
If you'd like to know more about us, you can search online uckg.org and you can find us there. But you can also, every Thursday we have what we call the love therapy. And this love therapy is happening on Thursdays with one goal: to teach people how to succeed in their love life. We live in a time where people do not believe in love anymore. They even ask, love, what is that? They grew up in a family sometimes where they did not see love. They don't see a marriage, a happy marriage. Sometimes what they've seen was a failed marriage, or two people who were together and they were just together because they were sharing the same house, and no one was willing to give up on this house because of family reasons, because of, well, third reasons. It doesn't matter what the reasons were. But Andre, people don't have an idea sometimes how happy they can be or how successful they can be in love. And when we say successful in love, I'm not saying in seeing butterflies or feeling something in their stomach. I'm saying in building a life, a love life, where there's a foundation and where they can build something that they will take part of this forever.
And maybe this person that is listening to us right now or watching the program through Liberty, the person might be thinking, but I don't know anyone that was happy in love. I don't know anyone that is still married until this day. My parents broke up, they got divorced, and the same happened with me, with my relationships. But it's possible. We, myself and Peter, we came from broken households, and we are here today, married for 28 years now. So it's possible. We attended the love therapy and we got very important hints.
And you could hear Michael's real story in the way that healing came from within, and the fruits were reaped from the outside. If you want, you are more than welcome to join us this Thursday at 8 p.m. Pay attention to this advertising, and we are coming back.
A tree is defined by its fruit. Is this really true? To understand this better, we need to ask ourselves, what have I been harvesting in my life? Could it be that what we harvest, our feelings, decisions, and relationships, are a result of the roots that are fixed in our hearts? There are seeds, words, memories, and beliefs which are often planted without us even realizing it. Phrases repeated over the years like, "You're not capable," "You will never succeed," "No one will ever love you," can poison the heart and limit our capacity to love. Even when we want to change, something always seems to hold us back. These things can show up as defensive behaviors, internal conflicts, grudges, or malice. This was the reflection that marked the latest love therapy meeting here in Finsbury Park, an invitation to identify the roots that often block peace and personal growth. Over 10 Thursdays, the series Cutting Out Bad Roots has guided participants through a journey of self-discovery and transformation. On this second Thursday, the focus was exactly this. A tree is defined by its fruit. A reminder that what is hidden within us shapes the fruit we produce.
People, they see the fruits, they see the leaves, they see the branches, and they want to deal with the things that they see. The roots, they're hidden. You can't see them. In life, it's exactly like that. People, they have problems and they want to deal with whatever is visible about their problems. What is visible here? It's the behavior of the other person. Maybe how rude the other person is toward you. The behavior is the fruit, that bad behavior. You remove the bad behavior, it grows back again. You know, people say like this, "Oh, I'm going to quit this addiction." And then they find themselves in the addiction again. People can change. And the excuse of "this is who I am, this is how I grew up," it's just an excuse that protects us from having to dig to find the reason why we behave that way.
Change begins with honesty, recognizing what needs to be addressed and taking responsibility for our own choices. Identifying these roots is the first step. Cutting them out requires courage, faith, and truth. But once it happens, everything changes. The heart blossoms, relationships become lighter, and peace, once distant, becomes real.
I personally came from a broken home. Like, I never had a good idea of a relationship or to be able to value myself. So because of that, I would sort of just give in to anything. So whether that was like toxic relationships or toxic friendships, I would sort of just give myself up to anything because I didn't have value for myself and I didn't see value in relationships or in partners. Hearing this series, it was very exciting for me because I'm only just beginning to be consistent with attending the love therapy. But that was for me like a reason to be consistent because it's specifically like to deal with those roots within yourself, and like it was being explained today, dealing with something that's so deep within you is not something that happens overnight. It's something that takes time.
Sometimes you look at the outside and you look, okay, I have to this so and that sort, but when you look true from within, you're able to see, actually, I have to fix this and I have to fix that. And through coming to the love therapy meetings, your eyes are going to be open to see that you're actually a work in progress, like you're not complete yet to finish. And through coming to the meetings, you're going to be able to grow.
I think it's important that we take part in these 10 special Thursdays to cut out the bad roots. If you have a lot of bad things and negative things inside of you, that's the thing that you're going to project to other people. So if you're married, it will be quite difficult because you're going to have all of these bad things inside and you're going to project that and give that to the other person, and then you're going to end up being bitter.
The biggest lesson I've learned about cutting off the bad roots is to be sincere with myself, to be open and to be truthful to everything that's happened to me in the past, but to open it with God and to speak it out and to say the truth.
This is exactly what the love therapy offers, enabling us to focus on the roots so that love in all its forms can truly flourish. Join us this Thursday at 8 p.m. at 232 Seven Sisters Road, Finsbury Park, London N4 3NX. The Love Therapy, because true love begins from within.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
These were a few highlights of what is happening in the love therapy and what is going to happen this coming Thursday. Andrea, everyone is being invited to join us. It doesn't matter if this person is single or married. If they want to, if deep inside, despite of whatever is going on around, if deep inside they see, I want to fight, I want to succeed in this area, they can join us this coming Thursday at 8 p.m.
232 Seven Sisters Road, London N4 3NX, Finsbury Park. Here, our headquarters. We are more than pleased to welcome you tomorrow, Thursday, 8 p.m. If you want to get in touch with us before that, you can, because we have a 24/7 helpline, 020-7686-6000. You are more than welcome to give us a call and talk to us privately, and also come for a one-to-one in person. My name is Andrea, my husband Peter, but we have a whole team here to receive you and to talk to you if needed.
You don't need to pay anything. We are here to share with you what also we once received. The Love Talk Show is now at the end. Tomorrow we are coming back at 10 p.m. May God bless you all.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Some days it feels like the world is just too heavy. You keep moving, pretending you're fine, but inside you're exhausted. It's hard when you feel invisible, like no one notices what you're carrying. That kind of loneliness can make everything feel even tougher. But you don't have to carry it all alone. There is support. There are people who care. And reaching out can make all the difference. The Universal Church 24-hour helpline is open every day, every night, whenever you need. On the other side of the line, there is always a caring voice ready to listen. No judgment, no criticism, just understanding, comfort and support. Don't give up. don't keep it all inside. If you ever feel like there's nowhere to turn, remember, you can always call us. Call 020 7686 6000 at any time of the day or night. Or, if you prefer, send us a WhatsApp message on 020 7686 6010. The Universal Church, here for you 24 hours a day.
That's a wrap on today's Love Talk Show, where every conversation brings you closer to intelligent love. We'll be back soon with more love, more truth, and more talk. Until next time, keep practicing intelligent love.